Gulati, Executive Director of HEG, joins us. Mr. Gulati, good morning and thank you very much for joining us. Can you give us a sense on the, some basic numbers which we don't have, capacity utilization levels and sales volumes? How did they shape up?
Last quarter, the capacity utilization was in low 50s. But in the future quarters, it's going to get better because probably this was the worst capacity utilization we have seen. And the margins which have come under pressure is just because of the simple reason that electrode prices continue to drop and we are having inventories of our prime raw material, which you know very well, which is needle coke. So that we have, and our minimum processing time is 2 months, and then we have 2 months always between our plant and Mumbai and 2 months on high seas. So this is always this lead lag effect always causes this issue when the electrode prices drop. We have to live with those till we liquidate those high cost inventories bought last year.
Okay, Mr. Gulati, good morning. But input costs like needle, coke is still at elevated levels. How long do you think this inventory will last?
It is going to last another 6 months. Okay. So maybe, probably about June, we should have this correction over.
Okay, got that. What are the prices on the non-UHP and HP graphite electrodes?
Prices for both, what we have seen in the October to December quarter, have bottomed out, definitely. Because we know the cost, we know the raw material prices. There is no room for any more reduction. And I mean, now we are looking forward to getting the correction done in raw material prices so that margins can be back in place.
Okay, so by the way, just look at MGL once again. That stock is now down about 4%. So there's that reaction. We will get an update going on that soon. But it is now 3% down on that stock. So I think the market's a bit concerned now, finally waking up to that. But let's get back to HEG, Mr. Gulati. In Q3, you almost delivered an EBITDA loss. Is it possible for you to deliver an EBITDA loss in Q4?
No. You should be fine for the Jan to March quarter. No.
And
I mean, this is about the worst we should see.
Okay, what has been the impact of the coronavirus on graphite electrode prices? Is it positive, negative?
Non-UHP inquiry, I mean, there was a large tonnage which goes out of China to many countries in the world, which is primarily non-UHP grade, and if the exports do not start or get constrained from the Chinese side anymore for any few more days, is going to cause an impact. And those inquiries then should start coming to us.
Okay, so non-UHP graphite electrodes is 20% of business?
Yeah, about, yes.
So give us an update on your capex plan then going forward. Are you going ahead full throttle in this weak environment?
We are vigorously going ahead with that because it takes 3 years to build a plant. So that we are pursuing, and this would be ready for production by early 2022. So that we have not left that at all. In fact, we are pursuing it with a lot of vigor, and the total outlay was about 1,200 crores.
1,200 crore. How much of this 1,200 crore has already been spent? If you can give a breakup.
Yes. About 400 crores has already been incurred.
And how much cash do you have on your books?
1,200 crores.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to borrow. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Gulati. That was most exhaustive in terms of detail. So if the big order is not serviced by China in UHP graphite electrodes, then there could be a bonanza coming the way of HEG. For the moment, of course, it was not very flattering numbers, but the market has not punished it so much.
Yes, you know what, for commodity companies...
I know, this cycle you have to get it right.
You have to sell when the best numbers come, and and then wait for the worst numbers. So the best numbers came long back. As you can see, 12 months ago, the stock.
I know.
So that was the peak
Graphite
earnings.
was better than gold.
Peak earnings. So, I remember a time when Kane came out with worst numbers. That was the bottom. And when HEG came out with the blockbuster number, the only issue is, you have to figure out if this blockbuster number is not going to be repeated next quarter as well. At that peak of the cycle, you have to guess. A lot of people can do that. Not everyone can do that, but it's about playing the cycle. But we have Mitesh Thakkar now joining us with his trading pick.